live with not 3, but 5. There's 5 of us tonight.
Yeah, look at it. Look at us.
Everybody.
Yeah, listen to a few of these things, though, before we get started.
The following program is rated TV MALS. It contains strong language and sexual situations. It is intended only for mature audiences.
He couldn't be here, so here's Otto, too.
And go.
Hey man, it's me, Kevin Smith, and you're watching 3 Men in a Basement. Take that from a former comic book man.
Love it. Awesome, dude. Thank you again. All right.
Pleasure.
Such a funny, it's such a funny hug at the end. It always makes me laugh.
I know.
Yeah, welcome. Thank you, everybody, for joining. You see, there's 5 of us tonight, which is awesome. Some of us are in our basement. Some of us are in, girlfriends' parents' houses. Some people are in bedrooms. We're all over the place.
And Noah looks like he's about to do a ransom, like
I would say, yeah,
a hostage.
Hold up the newspaper. It's great.
Read it word for word. Word for word.
Yeah. But no, I appreciate you guys coming on. So let's just go around really quick. Dave, the brother, how's it going, man?
Hey, it's great to see everybody. I'm sorry I missed the Rhode Island Comic-Con. Can't wait to hear all about it from you guys. Thanks for these guys for showing up tonight. Yeah. Takes three extra guys to fill out for Raj and Otto.
Yep.
And we got Planet Mayhem. Jesse, what's going on, man? Thanks for being here.
What's up, everybody? Glad to be here. We got some dope stuff to show off. It was a good weekend. We only banged out 2 days, but Saturday was a madhouse. Didn't want to be there at all.
Yeah, no thanks on that. And right below me, I hate how it's inverted, but right below me, Biohazard. Rob, what's happening, man?
Nothing much, man. Had a really good time at Rhode Island. I can't wait to go back again. Hope there's not too much of an echo right now. My headphones aren't working.
You okay? You good? You good?
Yeah, no echo. I can hear you, bro.
All right, and for the first time here on 3MIB, Broke Boy himself, Noah, welcome, my friend.
Thank you. It is about time I showed up on this channel. Come on.
I know, right?
I'm happy to be here, though.
In a while. I'm happy to get you on here.
Yeah.
Been saying since you started your channel, I'm like, we got to get him on.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Hey, better late than never.
Yeah, but you're here now.
The crossover. Crossover episode here.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah, so before we kind of get into it, Dave, you want to who's here tonight?
Let's see who's hanging out. First one was G Malo. How you doing? Mike the Beast. Big Lion Cat, meow meow. Great to see you guys. Who else we got here? Comic CT Comic Sean. Welcome. Terry JSA. Very nice. Thank you for joining us. Well,
met Terry at Terrificon this year.
Oh yeah.
Oh, is that right?
Finally meet him, yeah.
Nice. Buddy, glad to see him in here. Who else we got?
You tell me.
We got this schlub. I'm not sure what he's
Well,
doing.
that was me. That's not actually Otto. That was me.
Oh, that's not Otto? Okay.
Yeah.
The non-Otto. Hey, big John Big Daddy Ross, welcome. Was he at the Rhode Island? That's his neck of the woods, right?
It is his neck of the woods. We didn't see him there. John, were you there?
No.
We didn't see you. We saw a couple people we'll talk about. We ran into a few people.
John, let us. Yeah,
Unless
John,
he was there Saturday.
There. I don't know. He said he wants to hear about it, so it sounds like maybe he wasn't there.
Okay.
But that's basically it. We got anybody else got something to say? Say it in the chat. We'll put you up.
Yeah.
We'll shut you out as soon as you say something.
All right, here we got Thunderhouse. Thunderhouse popping in here. What's going on, my friend? All right.
What's up, everybody?
All right, guys. Let's just jump into it because we went to Rhode Island 2 out of the 3 days, and we did it last year. And I'm gonna say just off the bat, I had a lot of fun because it's always great hanging with you guys, and it's always like just fun going to a con. I think last year the con itself was a little bit better.
For comic books, I would have to agree with you.
Yeah. Yep.
Without a doubt.
Even
what is it? What was the setup? I mean, I haven't been to Rhode Island at all, but I've heard that the setup is kind of weird. You got 2 different buildings. You got to go from one to the other. It's kind of not the easiest to navigate unless you're focused on one versus the other. Was it the same setup or?
So
what wasn't as good? Was it the vendors? Was it the celebrities, or how they organized it? What was it?
it's easy to navigate. Their organization is atrocious, but that's what made it not so good. Because I hadn't been in a couple of years, and we went last year, and it was better than I remembered. And I was like, oh, okay, you know what? It's starting to go a little bit better. Maybe they're figuring things out. And any goodwill that they had last year, where they changed stuff around and made it better, I feel like they're like, hey, let's not do that this year. And they just kind of, the whole organization was kind of fucked. We'll talk about
there was no leadership either. So when we went to go meet Christopher Lloyd for the first time on Friday, it's like, if you didn't know you had to redeem your ticket, you're standing in a line for nothing until someone's like, oh, did you get this ticket? You're like, oh, no, I didn't. Let me run on a line, go grab that ticket, and then just there's no guidance. Sometimes I felt like for so many people, for such big names.
Yeah, very, very. That was the big downside of this con. And going into it, we know it's not a Comic-Con, even though that's in the name. We know there's only we saw maybe 6-ish comic actual vendors. And
it wasn't even sold comic. It was always mixed with other things.
Yeah, there was a couple. Our boy Re-Up was there. He was
that's true. Re-Up was there was probably a handful of them at least. Then
like
PJ Morris.
They have. Did they have other kind of vendors like? Oh
yeah, there was a mix of
toys, figures,
toys,
pops.
Yeah,
a lot of fun.
Freelance artists, Yeah,
which we'll talk about because there was some commissions done. And Murph, we might have Amazing Murph and may be joining us. If he doesn't, he sent along a few things to show off because he got a dope commission from RZP. So, but you know what? Let's just start it. Friday. I apologize now because I still feel bad about it, but I had the tickets and I was a solid 10 minutes late.
Gosh, that's nothing.
And I felt horrible, but we got in there. I got you guys out of line, and we went right in, which was good. So it made up for time. But we all kind of had a game plan going in. There was we all went to this con, to hang out, have a fun time. But there was a couple certain people that each of us wanted to meet. And I'm going to let Noah and Rob start this off because the big one for you guys was Back to the Future cast was there.
Yes, 100%. So we got to meet Christopher Lloyd, which is pretty nice.
I like
We've been doing this all night. Yeah. Did they give you that? Or was that yours?
No, they didn't give this to me. Fun, huh?
Tons of huge table of photos that you could buy right before you meet them.
So right before they get signed. But no, meeting him was nice. Like I said, getting in line was a little chaotic. Actually, for him, it was actually a little bit easy, wasn't it? It was just there was a separate room for taking photos, and then there was a room for actually getting the autographs. Good thing we got there nice and early, I got to say. Broke boy, that was nice because the line was very short.
Very short. We got in at a good time, definitely.
So for me, I was happy to get my 30th anniversary flux capacitor signed.
Ooh, look at that. That's pretty.
It lights up. Well, it's kind of hard to see with it lighting up on that one. My bad.
No,
but did you get that there, or that's something you've had?
Something I've had. So it's the actual DVD set, the animation set, and then a booklet that goes over all 3 movies. I finally turned back off. So Christopher Lloyd's signature. Needed it.
I like that you brought it. Like you knew what you wanted.
Yes, yeah. It was great meeting him. It was pretty cool. Very nice guy. I got to shake his hand, so I was happy about that. He was the first guy I met there, so I was like, still kind of like starstruck from a 2-hour drive. So I didn't get to ask him as many questions as I would have liked, but still getting to talk to him for like the first time ever was a good moment. I'll never forget it. That's for sure. So I was happy about that.
That's awesome.
Was he open to talking to you, or were they rushing?
Yeah, no, they weren't really pushing me around, like pushing me to move on. You know what I mean? That's why I kind of wish I asked him a few more questions, but I just wasn't ready for it at the first person I met when I went there, and I'm like wanting to meet him for so many other movies other than just Back to the Future. So
that's fair. I met him years ago, and he's very personable. He'll just talk with you.
Yeah. I feel like he would have, especially if I opened myself up and started asking about other movies and like how do you like the cast and what was his favorite movie. Like, I had questions to ask, but it was like I was a little like starstruck. You know what I mean?
That's
Just like
fair. You know what?
yeah.
You weren't as Starstruck as Jesse was with someone else, which we'll talk about in a few minutes.
yeah, yes.
Yeah.
But he had a
before we
good
get-
reason. Good reason for it, you know? But it
Before
was
we
a
get
good
on to that,
experience
though,
getting to meet him.
This guy right here also went up with you, Christopher Lloyd.
Yes.
And this is your first time at Rhode Island, correct?
Yes, it is. Yeah, and it was my first time meeting like big celebrities like Christopher Lloyd. So it was definitely just like Rob was saying. I was starstruck. I barely asked any questions. I was just like, man, I love your work. I love it. You know, everything. And I got this sign. I got a Funko Pop sign in the silver.
Nice.
Right there.
I love it. Him with like the
jumper cables, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I love that.
Very happy to get that signed. I've had that before, so
that's good. I gotta tell you, I'm not much of a pop guy. We talked about this before, but I gotta tell you, they look real cool signed. I will say that.
They do.
Yeah.
I collected
Funko
Pops before comic books.
That's true. That was your gateway drug into this.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
The Pops.
Absolutely, yeah. But overall, like the whole line for Christopher Lloyd, you know, again, like getting into it at first was a little rough, but once we were in it and we got going, it was pretty smooth, I think, throughout. So
I forgot because we almost like stepped in the middle of the line. Yeah, you remember that? Because we weren't, because you know, like they have lines on the floor that are like a foot wide. Like who's a foot wide? Nobody.
Yeah, and I think there was someone in a wheelchair too. Like nobody was staying in the line. So we had to figure out, okay, where is the end of the line? Like we have to figure out where we need to go. And it wasn't until someone finally came around and was like, all right, you're going to go at this end. You know, everyone's scooching a little bit. So that part was a little, it wasn't too bad, but it was definitely a little confusing to be.
I will say, granted, I didn't go in to meet the Back to the Future cast with you guys, but they were the only ones on a separate floor.
Yeah.
So I would hope they would have that more organized with the more space they have. So if they didn't, shame on them. But I'm glad that it's not sounded like they did pretty good with them.
Yeah, no, it wasn't like a horrible experience like one person we were trying to meet was.
We'll talk about that when we get to Sunday.
Yeah.
It's the only time I've ever kind of yelled at someone.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll save that. But overall a good experience meeting him, though. Childhood actor hero. So it was awesome.
Right. Yeah. Someone especially someone like him. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, that was what first we went in the door and went right there, and then
get it out of the way first.
Yeah.
That way maybe they were just a little unorganized to start off. You know,
you know what? That's true. That could be it.
Yeah. Well, I would say yes, but then we came back on Sunday and
okay,
it didn't get better.
I wasn't dealing with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, while you guys did that, so Friday was my one day. I was like, I had to pick up commission, which I'll show off in a few minutes. But other than that, I was like, the only person I want to meet isn't here until Saturday, Sunday. So Sunday for us. So I was like, Jesse, what do you got going on? And he's like, I got to meet this person, this person, this person. I was like, let's do it while they're doing that. So Jesse, who did we meet first?
I've got here. Well, we met the voice actor of Top from Avatar, Justin Flower.
Yeah, and this I'm jealous of this because I'm a huge fan of Avatar, and you like had this. I was like,
ooh, novel on there.
That's the best part.
There's a novel.
Okay. Shout out to Chinmo for this one because he helped me think of it because I was in another world.
So we got there. I mean, she was pretty easy to find. She was like kind of in the first row of people, and you're like, oh, there she is. I'm like, cool. Let's just wait here and do it. She's at her booth. Let's wait, chill. Very unorganized little line because they kind of cram-packed everybody on this like celebrity wise. But we sat there. We waited. What, maybe 20 minutes tops?
Yeah, I mean, it was a little hard because they didn't get the 2 VIPs and 1 general at first.
Which
they would explain that to him. Some guy was getting frustrated, but
which is not. And I feel bad because the majority of the people on the floor are volunteers, and they're told nothing from the management.
Yeah.
So if they've never done it before, they have no idea what the hell they're doing. And the lady was trying as hard as she could. So Michael J. Fox was pretty expensive, but we'll talk about that in a few minutes too.
Yikes.
But he.
So wait, I got one question before you move on. So all 4 of you went the full weekend, or
no?
Did you guys stay over there at all, or?
Saturday,
Friday, Sunday.
Or Friday, Sunday.
Oh, just Friday and Sunday.
Saturday.
Okay, so you guys went Friday, drove home, and then came back on Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
You guys didn't stay. You didn't hang out. Okay.
Yeah. No, it was fun though, because I think Friday was the better of the 2 days. If you're gonna go to this con, go Friday.
Agreed.
Absolutely.
Unless you need to go Saturday or Sunday, then
Yeah.
Sunday
But,
would still be the day.
I liked it because we hopped right in line and we get up there and Jesse's got his pop ready. And I was talking with her handler because he's on Instagram. He does trivia. So I recognized him. I was like, oh, it's cool. This guy does cool trivia. And then you were trying to decide if you should get a quote. And I just remember you're like, I'm going to have her do her favor. I'm like, there you go. Perfect. And we go up. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen Jessie Flowers or Michaela Murphy's her actual name. She's a very beautiful girl. Very beautiful. And Jessie, was going up there talking, just very nice. She's like not even behind the table. She's on the side of the table talking with everybody. And she goes, oh, did you want a quote? And Jessie goes, yeah, I didn't pay for it. So he hands, the extra for the quote or whatever. He goes, oh, what quote would you like? And Jessie goes, whatever your favorite is. And she goes, oh, what about your favorite? And the two of them are just staring at each other for a solid 15 seconds without saying anything. It was so funny because it was just like awkwardly. And so I just chimed in. I was like, look, there it is. And that's the quote she did.
Chinmel didn't even have to finish the sentence. She knew exactly what to go for.
Yep. She's like, oh, that's probably my favorite too. I was like, there you go. Perfect. And she wrote out the whole thing. Look, there it is. That'll be what it sounds like when one of you spots it. Yeah. But I was just sitting there next to them and I was like, someone's got to talk.
Someone's break the tension.
Dude, you could have gave me another minute though. All right. I wanted to give
yeah, that's fair. But yeah, it was very funny. So for that being the first 30 minutes in the door, it was a pretty good 30 minutes.
It was awesome.
Yeah. That was.
Are you getting something signed to Chin, or is that
no?
Just
Friday was my hangout day, so I just hung out in lines with these guys, walked around, talked with some people. I got to meet her because Jessie went up, got it. So thank you for that, guys. I appreciate that. So yeah, that was fun, and yeah, it was just cool, and it just made for a very funny interaction where there was 15 minutes of silence or 15 seconds of silence, and I was like, someone has to talk. No one is talking.
Well, thank God you were there, bud.
Yeah, it was just a funny way to start off the day. I was like, okay, here's how the weekend's going.
Well, we were kind of prepping on the ride down too, so we were a little messed up.
Yeah. And you guys, you had a whole bag. You came in. You had what, 4 or 5 Funko Pops between all of you?
I think more than that.
Everyone's pops in it almost. And there was one of Rob shoved in Noah's bag, and we had so many other things, dude. We were trying to make it through the day and get everything done Friday, at least as much as we could.
And I got to tell you, I think overall successfully we did.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, just the people that weren't there that day.
Yeah. So I'll say the guy I went to meet was Sam Whitwer, which I think most of us went there to meet, and he wasn't there till Saturday, Sunday. So that was like our one game plan Sunday, which we'll talk about that train wreck in a few minutes. But we got there. So by Friday, I mean, who else did you guys meet? You guys met a lot of you guys are big anime. Rob, Jesse, you guys are big anime people.
Yeah, we got I'll let
on
Rob.
Friday.
Rob, what do you got here?
So on Friday, we got to go meet the voice actor, the dubbed voice actor for One Piece, Luffy.
Yep.
So I got my 5th gear Funko Pop signs with a sketch drawing of their crew,
that's
emblem.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, the Jolly Roger.
Their Jolly Roger. So
that's the name of the isn't that the name of Blackbeard
the
ships?
flag, yeah, that's like their
that's just what they call their flags with the Jolly Rogers.
Oh.
So I was happy to meet her because that's like one of my childhood favorite shows, TV shows, growing up as a kid. So getting to meet the voice actor for that was pretty cool. Getting to meet her, that was nice just because I was ready this time. You know what I mean? I was been there for a while. I woke up. I was like, I got questions, so let's ask.
Quite a while.
So yeah, we did because
Sunday you talked to her.
It was more Sunday. That's right, in a line. But
got something else done.
Yeah. So I also got a nice One Piece trading card.
Oh,
they just gave that to you, right?
Which puts me down a rabbit hole, which we'll talk about on Sunday's adventure.
Yeah, you dove deep.
So, you know, when you dive, my man. When you dive, you dive.
First, baby.
So that's one thing about me. So, you know, I also had to get it certified, you know.
Yeah, of course.
JSA certified.
$10. Come on.
Yeah, you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Quick and easy with them. Quick and easy.
Yeah, that was they had that booth set up right next to the celebrities, and it was
Yep.
You walk in and out, they give you your sticker, so that was good.
They knew what they were doing, so it was good. But yeah, getting to meet her on Friday was nice. I walked by, the line wasn't too short, wasn't too long, so it was an experience, which I'm happy about.
And Jesse, you got her to sign something too, didn't you?
Yeah, I got this right here. I got a different pop. Yep.
Okay.
She did the little straw hat on there.
I like the hat.
Yeah, the little straw hat. It's pretty cool. It was awesome. I'm not a big anime guy, but shout out to Rob. He got me into One Piece, and I just fell in love.
Recommend it. It's long, but there's mini movie arcs.
Dude,
so you don't have to watch every single episode. But
and there's like 1,100 episodes.
Yeah, I think you were trying to tell me that, and I was like,
dude,
I'm all right, thanks. So,
like I said, there's movies that will show you the arcs. So I recommend if you really want to give it a shot. If you like the live action, try the movie arcs because it just takes the fillers out. I think there's about 4 movie arcs. I'll catch you up. You know, Netflix is Netflix got most of them.
You're saying movie arcs in addition to the 1,100 episodes, or you're talking about there's a string of episodes that make up your movie arc?
Yeah, so the movie arc is like certain chapters, essentially, like arcs, like the East Blue, like different big segments of meeting characters and how it grows. So rather than watching every single episode, yeah, you're going to be missing some small fillers, but.
Yeah, but see, I have OCD and I need those small fillers. If I watch it, I gotta watch it all the way through.
Then watch it. It's Netflix. I'm telling you, I recommend it. I enjoy it. It's a good.
I'll add it to the ever-growing list.
Dude, it's cool. I definitely
put it on top of the list.
What was the the other big thing Friday? I'm gonna highlight this guy over here.
Oh,
because Noah, why don't you go ahead? I'm just gonna let you talk about it, Noah. Who'd you meet?
Highlight this guy, man.
So the other person we went to go see, and it was me, Chinmo, and Jesse.
Well, it was you and Jesse. I was just there.
Yeah, you were just there.
You were still with us.
Yeah, I met her before.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It was just me and Jesse that got something signed.
Everybody was there.
Yeah, pretty much. But we went to go see Ashley Eckstein, voice actor for Ahsoka Tano.
I was there too. I remember that. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, wow, nice.
So that by far, I think, was the best celebrity experience I have ever had. And I'm only a year in, but she was the nicest person. She was definitely a talker, like everyone says. Beautiful woman, she's awesome overall. And she pulled out the Ahsoka voice, I think, at one point, and all of us were like, "Oh, yeah," it was awesome. And to go what I got signed, and this kind of ties in with Sunday as well, because I'm gonna have to.
I say just cover half of it, No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
All right. No, everyone's gonna know what it is.
We already said it. Yeah.
Spoilers are okay now.
So I got this double pop signed. So it's Darth Maul versus Ahsoka. I got Ashley Eckstein to sign in blue on that side, and Sam Witwer to sign in red for Darth Maul.
Yeah. That happened on Sunday, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, Ashley, I mean, you guys waited a while because it just sucks because you guys got the cutoff where she had to go do a photo op.
Yeah.
So I remember you and Jesse just like swapping in and out, and I just kept walking back and forth, and I was like, I'll hang here because you were going to get a quote, and then you didn't, and you were thinking about it, and you're like, it worked out perfectly the way it looked.
I'm glad I didn't get one because I don't think I would have had room on it. The way she signed big. And I saw people before where she took up as much space as she could with that one A for both Ahsoka and her name. So, but it was worth it though, because by the time she went off to go get photo ops, we were first in line.
First one's back.
There was no point of leaving and coming back when we were going to be the first ones when she came back. So, I think it was worth the wait. Definitely.
Yeah, because I mean, she let you. I mean, you and Jesse went together. Me and Rob just kind of stood behind you guys.
Yeah.
That's actually when I got my other pop sign too.
Yeah, because she was so nice and learned like Chinmo, she knows you.
Everybody.
Yeah, the fact that she remembered me made me very happy. That was pretty cool. I felt.
Yeah, so she remembers Chinmo, but even Rob, who wasn't getting anything signed, like she made the time to learn every single one of our names. So
Yeah.
she was just super nice.
She even pointed to her chin as soon as she saw me. I was like, no fucking way. Wow, she actually remembered. That's it felt pretty cool.
Yeah.
I met her.
See her.
That was awesome.
Long time, like months and months ago, like almost a year ago.
Yeah, but you've met her like 3 times now, right?
No, just once.
Oh,
this was my second.
Chinmo makes an impression.
Hey, Chinmo.
All right.
Second time I ever met her.
Chinmo makes an impression.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. I was like, oh damn. Even her sister remembered me, which was even weirder.
Yeah. I think her mom was there too, right?
Yeah, her whole family kind of does it.
Yeah, I consider that probably one of the best experiences that we had at the show, besides one other celebrity that we met Sunday. That was also really good.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I mean, you're not wrong, Mike. You're not wrong. You guys make me blush now. You're making me blush. But Jesse, you also got something signed.
Yes.
It's not just Star Wars.
I gotta pop myself, but a single.
It looks good in that blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks real nice.
Awesome.
Yeah,
it's cool. Great. Like he says, she signs really big. She definitely made sure to take over the whole front.
You know? I mean, it makes nice. You know, there's nothing worse than getting somebody signed and they have like a little
little things all fine tuned.
Yeah.
She's such a nice person. We were talking about my son for a while, and she showed me a picture of her niece and all this stuff. Like, we were there for a good almost 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, we were there for a while.
Yeah, we were up there for a bit. She was such a nice person.
And it's what you want too, because
we were in line for almost an hour after she went to photo ops, but it was so worth it.
Yeah, I mean, we were just checking stuff off the list, and if you're going to meet, whether it's it's a comic artist or a writer or a celebrity, movie, TV, whatever it is, that's the kind of experience you want.
Yes,
she actually made you feel like she was listening to you. She was talking with you. She's such a sweetheart of a woman. So that was really cool. I'm glad we all got to hang out there and talk with her. That was a really cool experience.
Awesome.
Yeah,
probably the highlight of Friday, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah, without a doubt,
it
was.
Yeah, that was
agreed.
Awesome.
I picked up that commission piece. That was kind of my highlight. But
I would say you want to show that off. Let's show that off. You're talking about it.
That was our Friday day.
Yeah.
What do you got here?
So I originally asked for this at Terrificon.
Before you show it, though, Jesse, me and Chinmo, while they were waiting in line, were walking around doing our rounds. Chinmo's helping me find one of my other Funko Pops I wanted to get signed by the Morty cast. We got to see the artwork before he did, and me and Chinmo like, let's play a joke on Jesse before we see him.
Let's fuck with him. And we did.
So we told them, we're like, yo, so we saw your artwork, they did a great Rick with some zombies in the backgrounds. And Jesse's like, he looks at me, he's like, what? He's like, and we're like, yeah, the Rick is like, oh my God, the hat, the zombies, it's perfect. Jesse didn't want Rick with zombies. Jesse wanted Michonne with 2 zombies specifically. And he was like, "You're joking me, right?" We're like, "No, unless somebody else's, He's like, "But does it look nice?" But yeah, it looks perfect. Like, wow, like you're gonna love it. He's like, all right. I don't know. He was like a little.
I couldn't at the same.
Teeter-tottered about the feeling. He's like, I don't know if I should be happy because it looks nice or mad because it's not what I wanted. Like.
It went on me too, because I wasn't there when you decided to play this trick, so I didn't know until we're about to walk up to the table.
And it was probably like a good hour and a half before he actually saw it. So an hour and a half, he's thinking like, "Damn it, I just paid for this commission. It's not what I wanted, but I guess it's gonna look good, so that's something." And he legitimately thought like the artist fucked up, and it worked out great.
Jesse, you're trying to talk yourself into liking it.
Yeah.
The whole time. I mean, I walked back to the car and I walked in and I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I really hope it's as good as they say it is. So I just fall in love with it.
You can literally kind of see the dread on his face. He's like, fuck.
Yeah, but it never occurred to you. It never occurred to you that Rob was messing with you. Haven't you known him long enough?
They played
so much going on that day. It's just like
Rob and I are masterful actors.
I didn't think they would even do that to me that day. I thought out of all.
I had to. I actually told him to when he sees you to be like, oh my God, I actually forgot. Like, what, you wanted a commission artwork done? I never even started it. What are you talking about?
Show it off, Jesse. What you get?
Yeah, let's show it off.
Go ahead.
Let's see what we got.
Oh yeah, lean it back a little bit. There you go.
Here we go. Where we got? Right there, boys.
Tilt it back towards you.
Yo, take it out of the bag.
By the way,
Take it out of the bag.
That's it's not even doing it justice, but it's so damn nice.
Doesn't do it justice.
This is from Ryan Santos too.
Yeah,
I don't know if we said that.
A local artist. He's out, I think, New Hampshire, somewhere around there, but he's all over the East Coast.
Look at that thing.
New Hampshire, man.
You had him do a bunch of stuff for you, don't you? Don't you guys always go? You always having stuff.
I have a lot of stuff done by him.
Yeah.
I had him at like Little Giant like 2 years ago, and
we've been buying things for him almost every year.
Dude, this honestly, this was $110.
Oh man,
he killed that.
That is amazing.
So it's hard to see, but that yellow. Tell him about that yellow background.
Yeah, it's walkers. You can kind of see
the outline.
It's
like a herd in the background.
Yeah, it almost looks like flames. That's cool.
Yeah, he cried. So Rob and I saw this without color, and
my God,
he literally put it down. I was like, that looks like it's printed. It's printed on there,
word for word.
Yeah, and Ryan Santos kills it, because you're going to see another piece from him in a little bit, because someone else also picked up a piece.
Another great piece.
Because when Jesse picked up his, Noah down there ordered one.
Drop one off. For the presents.
Yeah, we'll show that in a little bit. But yeah, that was a nice pickup.
Ryan's a good dude. He's local. He's very, very. He has great prices, as you can see. I mean, that's
his artwork is perfect.
3 full bodies.
Yeah,
and for that price too, like yeah.
With most people, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that was great.
I couldn't believe it. It was great. I didn't expect it at all. I didn't think it would be ready, but
no, he killed it.
So that's my Christmas present this year, right?
We'll talk, bud. About that one. Hey, I'll draw one for you myself. All right.
All right. That would be even better.
This is good. I promise.
Yeah. But when you went to pick up that commission, I shortly after picked up my own commission, which is the only thing. I had one, other than like hanging out and having a good time, I had one item like checklist for Friday, and that was to pick up a commission I had put in. I talked to the artist, I don't know, probably 2 or 3 weeks before the show. We emailed back and forth. We came to a price and what he was going to do. I was like, oh, perfect. This is great. I'll be there Friday or Sunday, whatever works for you. He's like, I'll have it done that Friday. I go there. I finally find him, because I couldn't find his booth for the longest time.
I was just going to ask you, Tim, how long did it take you to find that booth? Like about an hour, 2 hours?
We found it though. I found it.
I remember that. We searched that place a few times.
Me and
him were searching while you two were in line.
But hey, he was right there. He was literally like.
He was, yeah.
We
but
probably
was, like,
walked right past him.
Oh, we absolutely did.
Oh, we walked past him.
Yeah.
20 times.
But
that's funny.
But I walk up and he was doing a piece for someone else, and I talked to him. Like, hey man, I talked to you beforehand. Here's my name, and here's what you were doing for me. And I see his face kind of go like white. I thought he was fucking with me, like we were fucking with Jesse, and I could literally see on his face like, oh no, he like forgot or something, which isn't a big deal. Like, it was Friday. He could have easily done it the rest of the week. He's like, what did you order? I told him what I wanted and stuff. He's like, I'm so sorry, but I think I might have put it in that book. And he had it in his for sale book on his table. I'm just happy I, got it before anybody else did. He's like, I'm so sorry, but that is your piece. I just put it in the wrong book. I was like, oh, it's cool. No harm, no foul.
Highlight this guy, man.
If you have watched the channel before, I am a big Booster Gold fan, and Mike DiCarlo was at the show, the original inker of Booster Gold. So he did this amazing piece for me. I'm going to make myself big here. Boom. Look at that thing.
Beautiful.
Very nice.
Look at that thing. Booster Gold and skis. I love the yellow, the splash of yellow and gold in the back. Just,
yeah, definitely makes it.
Gives it that depth.
It makes it pop. Sprout it out.
Yeah, no, I picked this up. I was so effing happy. Yeah, this was a highlight. Yeah, very retro. It's like the 80s Booster Gold look, and I love it.
Yeah.
Even like the round skeets, like the older skeets, which I love. So
So Chimo, you didn't get to see that until you actually got there, right?
No, because actually it's funny because I was like looking through his book and I saw this in the book. I was like, wow, I'm hoping mine looks just like this or something.
Or something, yeah.
Yeah, or in this ballpark. And he's like, oh my God, that is yours. I was like, oh,
that is yours. Oh,
he's like,
perfect.
just take it right out of there. I was like, oh, I appreciate it because he had some other awesome pieces. So I'm just happy, no one bought this in the couple hours before I found his table.
Good thing you didn't wait until Sunday to freaking.
It would have been gone. It absolutely would have been gone. Yeah. But yeah, this was my like big pickup of the con. Very happy. It's gonna go with my OAA, my commissions. I'm getting a fair amount of art now, and I'm very happy about that fact. But it's gonna go right next to my Dan Jurgens Booster Golden Skeets. So very happy.
Yeah.
Very nice pickup.
Yeah,
very nice pickup.
Very, very happy with that. So that was my big Friday. And other than that, I was like, cool, let's walk around, have a good time. And I think we succeeded in that fact.
Yeah.
I think I bought comics on Friday too from Re-Up.
Oh, that's right. You got them with you?
I do. Yeah.
Let's see him. Yeah, that's right. Re-Up. Our boy Re-Up was one of the few vendors selling comics. If you guys ever purchased from Re-Up, he's always at the this thing right here. He's at this show every single year, and he will be again this upcoming year. Just saying. Just saying. We'll talk about that more in a little bit.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
All right. So where do I want to start? Okay. So we'll start off with some awesome, beautiful Poison Ivy covers I got. This one is Joshua Middleton. So beautiful one right there that I found in his box.
Ooh, gross.
We got that. We got a Jenny Friesen cover. She does. I love her work actually. She does amazing work on Poison Ivy and a bunch of other series. So very, very nice. I was happy to pick up those. And next one here is Batman 367.
Well, all Poison Ivy, huh?
I know. Yeah, I didn't even. It just naturally happened, honestly. But yeah, beautiful book. I'm honestly blanking on what this key is actually, if you guys know.
It's right around the Killer Croc stage.
Right, yeah. I don't. That's bad. If I'm that big of a Batman fan, I'm forgetting what that book is. And then last one is probably my favorite from that day is this Wonder Woman. What is this? 207.
It's a bondage cover, my friend.
Yeah. Very beautiful. And if people watch my channel or follow my Instagram, I absolutely love the 20-cent Bronze Age books. So this was right up my alley. It was on his wall. I said, let me take a look at that. And then once I looked at this and decided to buy it, that's when all the other ones fell into the pile. So definitely good purchase that day from Re-Up.
Yeah, solid pickups. And what did we learn about bigger cons or cons in general, Noah? Always bring
cash. Always bring cash.
Cash is king.
That was my mistake on Friday.
I hit an ATM at Rhode Island Comic Con. You're gonna pay like $12.
No, yeah, don't use an ATM at any convention because the fees are gonna be outrageous.
Yeah, always bring cash.
Always bring cash.
Yeah, so that was basically Friday. We went out to eat after.
A couple remarks Friday.
Did you? Oh yeah. What do you got? Let's see him.
Oh, I have to grab my Morty pop and show that one off too.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see it.
See the remark.
Got boys. All right. So
it was a big day.
Little Giant this year, obviously, it was big on Venom. Everybody was there from Bagley, Milgram, Michelini, and DeRosa or De La Rosa. So
Sam De La Rosa.
His line was insane. I didn't make it, but he was at Rhode Island, so I had to add him to.
Oh, nice!
You gotta take it out of there, man.
Yeah, hold on, boys.
Take it out of the bag.
All right.
It's still gonna be shiny anyway. The cover.
That's all right.
Yeah, I know it's a shiny cover.
I got like a bright light right over my head.
You're good. Oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
We got Venom in the corner in silver.
And Milgram do Black Cat in the Eye. That was that Little Giant.
Yeah, that's
that thing's
cool.
dope, man.
Oh, we got Venom in the corner, 4 times signed.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That came out dope. And then let me pop this out because you're probably not gonna be able to see it.
With that Venom, I like how he did that silver and gold too. We were talking about that.
Yeah. He did it. Dude, he did it in like 45 seconds. It was awesome. Yeah. I recorded the whole thing. I'll post it eventually, but. Then I had Ben Bishop add little last Ronin remark on the top.
On the top
left.
Yeah.
Shout out to Chinmo.
Oh yeah,
nice. Right there, I had Eastman on there from Granite State, right?
Got that done at Granite State for you. Yep.
Thank you, buddy. I did Paige Turco at Terrificon.
Yep, April 2.
So I definitely want to get a lot done on, but those are my 2 remarks for Friday. I think I'm pretty much done for Friday.
So do you have like 4 or 5 signatures on that vinyl now?
I have Bishop, Eastman, and Turco so far.
Okay.
Run for plenty more.
A turtle from like the 2000s.
Yeah, lots of room on that thing.
The only downside to that thing, it's a bitch to carry around a con.
Yeah, but that's why you were like, "You sure you don't want any more?" And I'm like, "I really don't want to make you carry it."
Oh, I'm not gonna lie to you. The second I got that thing signed to you, I went over to Sean's booth. I'm like, "Here you go."
Well, yeah,
hold this.
That's why I had that big old bag that day.
Yeah.
Plus, I had that other piece, which I'll show you from Sunday, which was huge. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But while you guys were doing a bunch of other stuff, Rob and I went pop shopping.
Yes, pop shopping, because I wanted to go meet the Rick and Morty cast. So I was going to meet both of them, Rick and Morty, but then I changed my mind. I was like, you know what? I don't think I'm going to meet the voice actor for Rick because it's not the original. So I went with Morty. I went with he's got to get these seeds, and they got to go on a plane. So they got to go somewhere. So I got a quote that says, "You want me to shove these where? Question mark, exclamation point." So you can do the guess on where you got to shove these seeds on an airplane.
Yeah,
but this was a grand episode, like season 1.
That's like
yeah.
He was a cool guy too. He was chill.
He was very talkative. Asked me questions, which was nice. You know what I mean? So it was nice getting to meet him a little bit. I think he also did his voice, which I didn't notice, but I was like kind of caught it towards the end. I was like, oh, all right, cool, I like that. So, but he was a really cool guy to meet.
Right?
He was cool.
Yeah. Why does he normally sound like? Does he sound like Morty when he's not trying? Is that why you didn't notice when he was?
I think so.
I think it's very similar. Yeah.
Very similar. Yeah. And the whole cast was there. They had Rick, the new Rick, Morty. I think Summer was there, which I actually wish I got to meet just because the voice actor was not what I was expecting for the body of Summer. But that's besides the point. And then Jerry was there as well. So
nice.
But Rick and Morty. Yeah. I saw that. Chimo helped me walk around for a while looking for a pop until I found the right one. So I appreciate it.
We got it though. We nailed it. We found it.
Yes. This was the one I've been looking for too. So
so you got that nice. You got that Morty pop there? You
yes.
Didn't have that?
No.
Nice. Yeah.
Surprisingly, I told myself I knew he was gonna be there, just forgot to buy one, so that was on me. But it wasn't overly priced there, which was nice. And I gotta say, there was a lot of pop vendors. If anything, I would say, if anything, Rhode Island, if you're looking for Funko Pops, you might want to go to Rhode Island Comic Con.
Definitely the place to go. Yeah,
that's fair. Except for Kratos. No Kratos.
No Kratos. No. We're Walking Dead either.
Yeah. But that was our Friday, and it was a pretty solid Friday, guys.
Good day. It was a good day. The drive wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
And then we skipped Saturday, which I couldn't be more thankful about because Sunday alone was busy enough. My friend Ashley, who goes every year, she was all for the Screamcast this year. She was all about it. She loved it. She was there on Saturday, and she said it was a nightmare of just
people everywhere.
She said she tried to line up for like the Scream panel, and they told her to line up in one spot, and she was the first person in line. And then like a half hour later, like, oh no, you have to be over here. She's like, no, this is where you told me. I'm staying here. And like, why? Like, it's a nightmare.
And you said that was Saturday?
That was Saturday.
Damn.
But she cosplays every year. Got to meet with her again this year. I love Ashley.
Nice.
She killed it as the girl from Fallout.
Before we go on to Sunday real quick, I actually wanted to show off what I bought Saturday on a whim. I didn't expect it.
That was a cool book.
Didn't expect it at all. One of my buddies came over, Sweet Gems, JC. Some of you know him. Haven't seen him in a while since my Vegas trip. But he came over with a book, and I just couldn't say no. So this is the first time I'm showing it off. I'm not taking it out of the bag. Tomb Jack, number one.
So clean.
That is a very
super clean.
It's definitely in the
That's a great book.
So nice.
Yeah, that's pretty.
So I know it wasn't part of. I probably will, but not for a while. I like them raw so I can, enjoy them. Put on the white gloves, maybe flip through the pages a little bit. So, but I know it's not part of the Rhode Island con, but it's part of the weekends.
Right, we're showing
Yeah,
off.
it's part of the weekend.
You know what I mean? So it definitely goes towards that bankroll for that weekend. That's for sure.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's awesome pickup. Great book.
But it was something I couldn't pass up. So
Very
that
nice.
was the Saturday event. But we can go back to the subject.
But, yeah, we skipped Saturday.
Dying to hear about Sunday.
We
Dying to hear about Sunday. Keep hearing about Sunday.
Before we dive into it, though, I got a giveaway. On Sunday, we talked with Fabian Izenza, a friend of the channel. You can go back. He was interviewed on the channel. Super nice dude. He's most famous, co-creator of Deadpool and stuff. He was there. We went up, talked to him. He remembered the channel, which was awesome. Hopefully be back on in the future. I'm going to answer this quick question. That was Mylar, Gene. That was absolutely some Mylar magic on that book.
Oh, for that
The Tomb.
Hell yeah, Mylar and in a hard sleeve.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
need it.
But he Fabian Izenza also he not only does he write Deadpool, famous for Deadpool, and others as well. He wrote a book called Suburban Dicks, which is an awesome name. Just a great name. But it's supposed to be really good. Apparently it's getting picked up. He was talking to us about, he couldn't say too specifics, but they got people cast and, deals are going through and it's going to be on a streaming service, hopefully sometime in the near future. But I picked this up. I got him to sign it. I think he signed on the first page here. Right there you go. I don't want to crease the book on you. But yeah, I'm going to give this away. So if you're watching this on a rewind, comment down below. Tell me the best and or worst con you've ever been to, because Rhode Island is that fine line for me. So just tell me, or what con, if you've never been to one, tell me which ones you're excited to go check out. I'm also going to throw this in because he threw this in. It's a cool Deadpool card signed by him. So you will get both of these. Awesome. I'll mail that out to whoever. So just comment down below. If you're in the live chat, wait till it goes live after this, or post it up and just post onto it. I mean, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, this I just how they always put the little blurbs by other authors and stuff. There was one in here. I was reading through it, and it was who was a Chuck Wendig, and it was literally just what did it say? Because that made me laugh. I'm gonna read it. Deeply funny and gloriously fucked up. So that's an endorsement if I've ever heard one.
I like it.
I mean, for the guy who co-created Deadpool, I feel like that's pretty on brand.
Yeah, and if you've ever talked to him, after 30 seconds of talking to him, you're like, oh, this is why Deadpool is like that. Okay, I get it. Yeah, but yeah, go back, watch the interview. It's on the channel from a year ago.
He was at me and Chinmo because we didn't say our names loud enough. He's like, I'm only gonna remember Noah.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
For some reason, I said my name loud enough for him to hear it. So
Noah was way in the back too. He was behind us.
Yeah, it was. But yeah, so I got that done on Sunday. So I'm gonna give that away. Comment down below. Next time we go live, I'll let you know who won.
I was gonna ask where was I, but I think I know where I was during that. So
yep.
Yeah, you were gone for most of Sunday.
Yep.
Let's talk about it because Sunday was a lot more crowded.
Definitely.
The organization was just thrown right out the fucking window.
Felt like it.
But you're big. Let's just start with you, Rob, because this is the big one. But the big thing for you on Sunday was
Michael J. Fox.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
So that wasn't the first thing I did because he didn't get there till 11:30, or that's when they started. So I think I told myself I was gonna go there at 10:30, 11. I think I got there at 10:45. That's when I ran into that little ticket issue where I had to go redeem my ticket, got in line, redeem it, ran back. Thank God there was only 5 more people in front of me. But The line just got longer and longer. Let the VIP go first, which was, I mean, understandable, but it is what it is. But I have to say, for that Michael J. Fox line, they made it move. They were very organized for how many people were there. You know what I mean? They had a very weird line system, but it did work. The only thing I didn't like was the amount of money I spent for the interaction. The amount of money I spent for the interaction was like little to none. Like,
yeah, that's a lot.
They had these 3 cones that literally pushed me away from the table from him, which was like, oh, you know, it was a little rubbed me the wrong way. Like, I understand you don't want to get too close.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 tables. I don't know. Just don't like push me away even further. But still happy to meet him. It's a lifelong dream of mine to meet that cast. So never thought it was going to be possible. But again, so I got him to sign the bottom of the flux capacitor, which now you can see a lot better. I'm not going to turn it on because it's hard.
Yeah.
But the signature, it's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
It came out nice, dude. It came out good. The yellow and gold.
Yeah.
I say it looks good. The color pops.
Yeah, it looks good.
So I'm very happy about it. I was gonna do the whole cast, but again, the amount of money those 2 signatures were, I couldn't afford. I was too much.
Yeah,
I will say
that is why I didn't do Michael J. Fox, because
that's fair.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
At least,
and I will say the one upside to that price is, I don't know if all of it, but the majority of it goes to his charity, which is awesome.
Yeah,
which they were telling us in the line, so it made me feel a lot better about it. But still, the experience to the autograph is like no questions. I couldn't say nothing. You know what I mean? So it was.
I'm gonna go on a small, tiny little rant here for a second, because I'm gonna say that's not him, because I met him like 5 or 6 years ago in Boston. And yeah, they move you along, and he has Parkinson's. He can't like do too much talking and stuff, which you get that going in. But he was, he said hi, nice enough, like going through. I wasn't like 20 feet back from a table. But I want to say that's more Rhode Island Comic-Con than it is like him. And the fact that they did that like that, and they had the whole top floor for like just them, you think they would have had the space to like, yeah, you can't meet, you can't handshake. I get that, but like, you're fucking 20 feet away from the guy. Like, come on. Yeah, that's too much. Because then that caused the other celebrity area where everybody's kind of going to have like 6-inch lines that weren't that even that big, because they kind of squeezed everybody in there, and which led to the total chaos that was like trying to get in line for someone. Which we'll talk about very briefly or very shortly, because that happened to us with Sam Witwer. And that organization made me yell at a staff member, and I felt bad, but it was deserved.
Dude, you had to do it.
Yeah, it was deserved.
She was mean back, so honestly.
Dude,
I apologized to her after, but I was like, what the fuck, lady?
Well, yeah.
She took it out on everyone.
Letting other people in. And
yeah. So you know what? Let's just, fuck it. Let's just jump into it.
Yeah,
jump into it. Let's hear it.
We went in there Sunday. Rob was going for Michael J. Fox, and the rest of us were like, we're going to meet Sam Witwer, voices Darth Maul on the Clone Wars, and Solo, stuff like that. Does a lot of other stuff too. Was Davis Bloom, who was Doomsday on Smallville, a bunch of stuff. I'm a big fan of him. We all are.
Yep.
So we knew where he was going to be set up because we were there Friday. He just wasn't there, but we knew where he was going to be set up. And we go, we get in there, like, I don't know, 10:15, give or take, right around there. And the line's like already kind of capped, and she's like, come back at 11, and she hands us a Post-it note with a number on it. Like, all right, perfect, no problem at all. I think we were like 60, like 2, 3, and 4, or whatever it was. Murph was also there, which is awesome. I'm going to show some stuff. Murph unable to join us, but he was also meeting Sam Witwer, so I grabbed him a sticky note as well. So we go walk around the floor for like another 45 minutes, come back, it's just before 11, and she's like, oh, you're gonna have to come back in another half hour. I was like, okay, well, it is what it is, it's busy, I get it. She's like, you got a Post-it note so you'll get in. I'm like, okay, not a problem. We come back probably like 11:20, and they're just you couldn't even like stop. The second you would stop, they're like, everybody keep moving, in an already crowded, horribly organized area anyway. But we're like, you told us to come back like 3 or 4 times. Here's our number. Like, that guy just went in. He's a number like 112. Like, what what's happening here? She's like, we can only do so many. And we're like, all right, whatever. And I literally took, I don't know, 3 steps, and then the line moved one person. And there's a guy that came up who was like, hey, I got this. She's like, oh, hop in right there. I was like, what the fuck is this? She was not like doing it in order. She was literally just doing it. If there's a spot, you can go in, which is not how it should be. It was very poorly organized. And she kept doing it to where I was like standing, like we were standing right there. And she, was like, yep, nope, keep moving. Nope, it's capped. Nope. And we would walk 5 feet and turn around, and then she would let someone else in. And after like the 3rd time, I was like, fuck this. You are doing this wrong. I get it. It's disorganized. I get it's not your fault, but this is wrong how you're doing this. And I went up. I was like, you've told me to leave like 4 times. And every time you've told me to leave, you let someone else in. She's like, yeah, but he's been waiting. I'm like, yeah, so have we. Like his number is way past ours. And she's like, kind of looked at me, and she's like, all right. And she let me in. So then the second there was any other kind of room, I let Murph in. I let Jesse in. We got Noah in there. Like I'm like, fuck this. Let's just do this. Cause if we waited, we wouldn't have gotten the signature. Wouldn't have happened because of how disorganized they were and how
photo ops too. So
yeah. And he had to go to the photo op and stuff, which I get, they do all that stuff, but how disorganized and smallly crammed they made those areas for people. Shame on you, Altered Reality, because you guys fucked up. Any goodwill I had for it last year is gone out the window. I don't see me going back next year unless they pull like a one certain name to where I'm like, all right, well, fuck.
It makes it hard, not to go back, which I feel like they're gonna do.
Which they might, but it's very. I hope they. I won't say I hope they learn, but they probably won't, because they literally like, hey, we're gonna make the whole top area for photo ops, so because we get more money, and we're gonna cram everybody down there, and it was very poorly done. And none of the volunteers knew what was happening. So it's not on them. That lady could have been nicer. She was not nice. That's why I told her to fuck off.
Oh yeah, she started snatching Post-its out of people's hands. And
yeah,
everyone dirty looks.
Yeah.
Oh, you got the worst look out of all of us.
I did, because I was the last one to get in line. And it was me and like another group of guys. We're all shuffling around because nobody wanted to leave too far from the booth.
Yeah, that Sub-Zero guy. Yeah.
Right.
I keep moving. I started spinning in a circle.
That's what I did. I literally just did an oval right behind where the line was. And as soon as you guys moved up just a little bit and I saw I can move right behind Jesse, I took my chance. I moved in. And then I looked at her. I said, here's my Post-it. And she snatched it out of my hand and gave me the dirtiest look I've ever seen.
2-foot space. You had to stay in the tape, and we're all
I was, we're all basically sardine in this line.
Which I get, that's a lot of, but it was very poorly done, very mismanaged. But you know what?
Very little structure at the end of the day.
Yeah, there's no structure whatsoever.
Yeah,
but we got in there. We did get to his fucking table fell over too. Which
I was just gonna say.
I talked to someone else. And apparently it happened to like 3 other people on Saturday. So I don't know what you're doing, Rhode Island, but get better tables for these people.
Get better tables.
There's no space to get in between other tables between celebrities.
Yeah, they tried to jam pack as much as possible, and it was very poorly done. But all said and done, we did get up there. Sam was just a super nice dude, super chill dude. He was awesome.
He was a nice guy.
I unfortunately didn't really get to
much because he had a photo op. So
he kind of had to hurry up, and then.
But you know what? The fact, and that wasn't his fault because he knew he had to leave, but he waited for the people that were there. And he gave us all a couple seconds, which was, more than he had at the time because he was already a couple minutes late.
Yeah.
So he was super nice about it. And the table, that 5-10 minutes right there, just getting everything back up. But he was super nice dude. We all got something signed by him. I'm going to show off Murph. Murph is not here right now, but Murph got this signed, and I love it. He got a Darth Maul.
And it's so sick.
The red Sam Witwer, but up top in silver, he said, I once out-geeked Filoni, which I love.
I told him actually when I went to meet him, I said, I love like all your interviews because he is so knowledgeable in Star Wars.
Oh, it's
insane. He's he is the nerdiest guy, just like the rest of us. So
absolutely.
That's what I love about him.
And I think I told him the same thing. And I could not. I think I was joking with you guys. Like, it upsets me that this man is so smart and knowledgeable and is still that fucking handsome.
It's
not fair. It's not fair. But no, he actually it was cool. But Murph's like, should I get him to say that? And I'm like, you absolutely should get him to write that on there.
No,
and he did, which was cool.
Absolutely.
But Noah, you got the Funko Pop, which was awesome.
Yeah,
that you showed up, which was cool.
I got the duel.
You know what? Show it again really quick because that thing is just
show it
awesome.
again. We'll show it again.
Yeah, right there. Boom. That blue and red, man.
Yeah, beautiful contrast to them fighting in the back.
That's a great piece.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So that's nice.
Awesome.
This is definitely probably now my favorite Funko Pop in my collection right now.
I would hope so.
Yeah,
as it could, as it should.
And then Jesse, did you get a Pop too? What did you get signed by him? Oh, that's right. You were the only one non-Star Wars.
Well, I'm a big fan of Smallville, and I have a book I was working on since last Rhode Island, right?
Yep, last Rhode Island.
So we met the cast of Smallville, so I already have Glover, Schneider, Rosenbaum, and Welling on here, and I just added Whitworth in the bottom corner, but that's the whole book, 5 times signed.
That's awesome.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah,
Davis
that's really
Bloom, cool. Doomsday on the bottom, but
that's awesome.
Oh, great.
Yeah, very cool. And then I just had him. I just wanted to, meet him and talk with him because I already have his autograph on this stuff. But he personalized a photo to me, which I thought was cool because it's going to go on my Darth Maul display. And
nice.
He signed it. Like if you watch Rebels, there's an actually one of the best episodes of Rebels. He has this amazing yell of Kenobi, and he's like, and when he signed my name, he was like, Shinmo. I was like, hell yeah, dude. He's made my day. I appreciate it.
Awesome.
Yeah, so that was yeah, so I was really happy. And I will say after we finished, I did go back up to the lady that was saying, I was like, I apologize for later, but she's like, nope, I get it. I would have done the same thing. I was like, oh, at least you're not mad at it.
Yeah,
and I guess she understood. So, but yeah, that was just poorly managed. But he was awesome, so it was worth it. It was cool. Punisher did not show. He was one of the many cancellations, which the show is kind of known for because they booked so many people.
He wanted John
Ray Park too.
Yeah, Ray Park cancel. Yeah, I mean, you get it. These guys are busy.
Yeah,
I know, but that sucks. I mean, you're filling it. You're kind of promoting the show for these guys, and people making the effort to get there, and then they. I know it's not the show's fault, I guess, but
you know what? I think I can't. Things come up. You're filming stuff or doing whatever. Cancellations happen, but I also feel like it is also on Rhode Island because of how many people they book and how far out they announce them. It's like maybe dial it back a little bit. Let's wait.
The whole year before, I've noticed.
Yeah, I think if you look at their website, I want to say like 30 people canceled.
Oh yeah, easy.
Wow. It was a ton.
Yeah. Which, granted, they have a ton of other people, which is great. But if you're going there for someone, like if you were going there for John Bernthal, like a lot of people were, and you didn't find out until literally Friday, an hour before the show, I'd want my money back. I'd be pissed.
No, that was me. I found out in
Friday. And then he texted me.
Yeah.
Or no, Friday afternoon. We got there at 2 o'clock. So
it was like noon. We found out.
Yeah,
I'd be pissed. Yeah.
I was a bear for that one.
I'll blame Rhode Island then. Anything wrong, I'll just blame them. It's their fault.
Exactly. Yeah.
They need to run a better show.
Yeah.
I mean, with all the people I didn't even know where they were going to go because I feel like every single table was full. I didn't.
That's true. That's very true.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, they divided up even like the ice rink. I like how they have the ice rink, which I think you guys said every time we walked in it was cold. I was like, it's an ice rink, so I hope so, which is nice because the other parts of it were hot. So, but
we're gonna talk about the awesome interaction we had there.
Yeah,
there was one more thing we did Sunday. Let me get that.
A couple more things we did Sunday.
I do know on Sunday, Murph came with Sean Anvil, and he also came with his daughter and son, which I thought was awesome because it is cool. Bring your family to it. She went to meet Neville, the kid that played Neville from Harry Potter. But she also
was there.
Yeah, she also did not realize that basically the entire cast of Scream was there, and she also met like Skeet Ulrich, Jamie Kennedy, David Arquette, and I was like, that's pretty cool because they did get a lot of those guys. Matthew Lillard was already gone, but I was like, that's pretty sweet. So go for her. I'm happy she had a good time. What are you showing off, Jesse? What do you got here?
Well, so one more person we met on Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
Rob are big Sons of Anarchy fans, and they have a spinoff called Mayans. So we went to go meet the star. He was like the president of the club and all that. JD Padro, whatever. I'm bad with names, but I had him sign this.
And that's like a DVD, like special edition, right?
Oh, it's a book, really. And if like you open it up, I mean, it's kind of open up.
It's an art book that goes over like the seasons.
It
the seasons essentially.
Really, and it has like. Hold on.
What he said about that book was really cool too.
Oh yeah. So when I showed him this thing, he was like dumbfounded. Like, where did you find this? Like, only the crew and the cast got one each.
How did you get one?
Yeah,
I searched and I found one on eBay, like literally out of nowhere.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so like you kind of see there's like some of the cast in there, and each one has different cast member, crew, and all
that's awesome. Very cool.
Yeah, he was another great interaction.
Dude, yes, awesome.
He was so cool.
Awesome. He
Very knowledgeable about his own show.
He was like, this guy killed that guy, and then they killed me, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, what? And he's just like,
almost like we need to rewatch it before we saw him again.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Wait, who? I'm like, oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because he was even like, oh yeah, this character had beef with this one because this thing happened. He was, like you said, very knowledgeable about his own show, which was awesome.
Yeah.
You gotta love when people like they care about what they're doing and they know like the fan. That's awesome.
I mean,
yeah.
It's like his only like really big show. I mean, he was in the first Twilight. I think he was like one of Jake's buddies or something.
Yeah. No, I think he was a child after he grew up or something.
Yeah. It was, but like he was in Twilight.
But I think that was his first ever main show.
And he did,
if I'm not mistaken.
But Mayans is really like his big thing. So it was cool. He was a nice guy. We talked for like 15 minutes up there, and then that's when we came to meet you. Remember for Whitler?
Yeah. That's where you guys came into the show.
I got a poster signed by him.
Oh, you got one too?
Yeah. Well, nothing like that crazy. Really quickly, just to stir off some Ryan Santos work in my portfolio.
Oh, look at that chin.
Ooh. That is beautiful. Damn.
So this is actually at the Little Giant.
First 100 people, right, Rob?
Yeah, the first I think it was first 100 people got this, and we got a remark on it. Why so serious?
Yeah,
that is awesome.
Oh, that's a remark?
Yes, that's not part of the artwork.
Damn.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
That is awesome.
That's really cool.
That's great.
Wow.
We're gonna show off another Ryan Santos piece in a minute, Noah.
Oh yeah.
So I got one of the series posters.
Oh, that's cool. Like the half and half on the face too.
Yep. Took me a while to find this one because it's an FX TV shares, and I hate buying like posters with TV series, like their logo on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is literally just the Mayans. That's it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a dope poster.
Very cool.
So that's what we got signed by him. But yeah, he was a great person. I gotta say, no homo, but that man is gorgeous. Gorgeous.
I remember that's the first thing Rob said when he came.
Bro, I was like, holy shit. That dude,
I think he dropped down. Everyone in line was like, "Oh shit!"
Yep, there was girls. Woo! I literally think you were the only 3 guys in line.
Yeah, we're only a group of guys. All the other guys were with females.
Yeah, if that. Hey, so
man, a lot of these guys, they're handsome fellas. I'll say it right now.
Nice. No shame.
Yeah,
handsome
fellas.
For
TV.
So you also picked up a piece on Sunday, Noah, if I'm not mistaken.
I did. Yes.
What did you? So you commissioned this on Friday, and he had this done for you ready on Sunday.
Yep. So before I actually show that, this is the one other book I bought. I bought this on Saturday. This awesome
Great
Teen
book.
Titans with the sea monster. This is a key. It's like the first appearance of Narc or something, but got that like towards the end of the day. Super cool. But anyways,
great pickup.
So Jesse got his commission, the Michonne, on Friday.
Not Rick.
Not Rick. So I love that, and I also got a Mr. Freeze head sketch done at Terrificon by Ryan Santos, and that's where Jesse put me on to Ryan. Was at Terrificon, which was my first show, the big show. And so ever since I got that head sketch done, I wanted a full piece done by Ryan. And so I went back to him Friday. I searched around the con, me and Shin, we both searched around looking for a Batman blank sketch.
Yeah, shout out to Jason and JJ at Capture Collectibles because they hooked us up with it.
Yeah, thank God, because we weren't finding it anywhere. So we got the blank sketch. We went back to Ryan. I dropped it off, and I said, Ryan, I want a full Mr. Freeze this time because I loved his head sketch so much, and he that's my favorite Batman villain. So I wanted a full one. He got it. I saw him take it out of the bag and immediately started working it when I handed it to him. And so Sunday morning, we picked up this beautiful,
look at that thing,
Mr. Freeze.
Let's get a close up of the head. Let's get a close up.
My favorite part is that batarang.
Batarang in his
Oh, jeez! Wow.
You even have icicles coming off of the trade dress. Like he put tons of detail. It looks like because there's a white background, he made it look like he's walking through like a snowstorm. You see like his feet in the snow.
Yeah, he killed that thing.
It's amazing.
His artwork is perfect.
His artwork is great, and it's such a nice price. If anybody is looking for a great piece with color, detail, everything, go to Ryan Santos in the New England area. He kills it, and I am going to continue buying his artwork for the very long future.
Yeah,
my portfolio has at least like 2 more of his artworks in there.
Yeah. After I got that, I honestly just said to myself, I might try to get a ton more Batman robes done by him.
Not a bad idea at all.
I'm actually waiting to get my I want to get my DeLorean back. That's what I'm waiting on.
Yes. We're still waiting for your DeLorean.
Flying? Oh, dude. Oh.
Yeah.
I am going to show off one more commission. Murph sent it to us. He picked this up from RZP, who, if you go and watch my Granite State video, did an amazing Boba Fett for me. So very shortly after, Murph hit him up. This picture does not do it justice. He got this amazing Leia. It glows in the dark, like the bikini.
What? It glows in the dark?
Hold on. It glows in the dark.
Yeah, like the bikini is like some kind of a paint he used on it. This thing is awesome.
That's wicked.
Killed it. Yeah, his style, like that graffiti kind of style to it as well. Also in he's Connecticut based, so also in the New England area. RZP, he crushes it. Go back, watch the Granite State video. Check out my Boba Fett. He does more than Star Wars. He does plenty more than Star Wars too. Just we both happen to get a Star Wars piece from him. But yeah, Murph. I know Murph picked that up from him on Sunday.
Star Wars piece from him.
Yeah,
I might have to go hit him up.
Yeah, and before we get out of here, super quick, I also I don't have the book with me because it's way over there, but I got another turtle signature on my IDW, from Mustafa Musa. I think I'm saying his name wrong, probably. Super nice guy. Him and his assistant were super chill, super nice. But he signed my Turtles book for me, so I'm up to like 35 signatures on it now or something, which is awesome.
Great.
And then
awesome.
Things loaded.
Only other books I picked up, I'll highlight myself. They've had this for years, but I just don't know why I never had it. But it's an Eastman cover, so I picked up issue 63 of the Rhode Island Comic-Con because it's an Eastman cover to add to my ever-growing collection.
Yeah, that's good.
I actually picked that up on Friday. And then on Sunday, all weekend, I was actually talking with Ben Bishop, IDW artist, Turtles artist. I've talked to him a couple other times, a bunch of other cons. He did the remark for Jesse. Super awesome guy. Love his art. But he had these on his booth. And I'm a big fan. I'm a Turtles fan, but I'm also a big fan of Kanto. It's a great read. I don't know if you ever read Kanto.
Oh, yeah. I was with you when you grabbed those.
Yeah, but he did the Last Ronin homage, and he signed it for me, too.
That's sick.
He actually would have signed all of these. I'm just OCD. So I grabbed one, got one signed, got one blank. So I was happy. And then the other ones, I didn't get him to sign just because I'm OCD, but I got the version of it. And the one I really wanted, this is a 1 in 10. It's homage to TMNT.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he killed it on these artwork. And I love the fact that, I'm a big Turtles fan, but I also, I've been reading Kanto since it came out, and I highly enjoy it. So I was very happy to finally find this one and then pick up the other ones as well.
Nice.
And
I remember you saying
cool
that.
dude. Yeah, Ben's an awesome guy. Signed these. I got to talk to him quite a bit over the weekend. So thank you, Ben. Appreciate it. So I was very happy with those pickups. I think that was basically our weekend.
Oh, one more thing.
What do you got?
Hold on. Shout out to PJ Morris and Pleasant View.
Yeah, Pleasant View. Yep, PJ. We were talking with PJ over there.
Dak, $20.
Yeah, it was like fill a box for like $10, right?
Fill up. It was fill the Gemini mailer. It was for $10, and like I did all right. Flashes, just a bunch of run fillers, Superman, Thors, you know.
But you know what? A fucking whole Gemini for $10,
dude. Yeah, I stuffed the shit out of it, honestly.
Yeah. Oh yeah, much less than $1 a book.
Once I walked away, I pulled books out so they didn't get too damaged, and that was good.
There you go.
That's where I got my Teen Titans too. I got off as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes. Oh, actually, I grabbed.
Oh yeah, the trio books you got off the wall.
Oh yeah.
A few of those.
That's an auto book right there.
Yeah, all day long. I grabbed the Electro.
That's
nice.
Ross goodness, and then I grabbed a little Delato.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Love Gabriel Delato.
Oh, I did grab one more book. Captured. I needed this Ahsoka.
Oh yeah,
that's right.
That was almost right before we walked out.
That was like one of the last things.
I mean,
that was the last.
I mean, you got foil on the freaking lights. It's
and for $10 too.
Yeah.
$10. Yeah. All day.
Come on.
Can't go wrong. I'd say other than that, I got my my last Nami Pop signed for another One Piece character, and then my new fix I got here.
Oh yeah, so you went down a deep rabbit hole, which we'll show right after the pop.
Oh, it actually lingers to my One Piece, so happy to meet her. This is actually when I got to speak to her and Luffy, the voice actor for him, for a very long time. So I got to ask some questions. You know, what's their favorite episode, their favorite character, the crew members. So that was a very cool interaction as well. But then the deep rabbit hole I'm now plummeting myself down is the trading card game for One Piece.
Oh, down this hole.
You didn't open those up yet? What are you doing?
Oh hell yeah! I've opened up a lot of them. Those are empty packs.
I know.
Empty packs.
Yeah,
So this is probably one of the coolest cards I've gotten so far.
Where's the box though? Show the box. You got to show him what you actually bought here. Because he didn't just buy a couple packs. He bought boxes.
Bought the whole box.
Yeah, no.
Two. Didn't you buy two? Yeah, two whole boxes.
No, you got two small boxes too. Don't lie to the people.
Oh yeah, all right. Don't lie to the people. Don't lie to the people. All right.
You went hard.
Yeah, you went hard on those cards, man.
I had to. I've been looking for these cards everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, you got them for
man.
price, dude. They're expensive right now. They're pricey.
For a good price. I mean, literally, the dude gave me the price. My jaw almost dropped, but like I had to keep my composure so I can try to lowball him again. But he knew what he was doing.
He kept the poker face.
I did. Oh yeah. I was like, he walked away. I was like, all right, I can breathe now. All right. Whew. And then like, all right, let me see if I can sweeten this deal. Let me see if I get more to get less. And that's when one box turned into two.
That was dope.
And then two turned into four.
It's worth it though.
Well,
yeah. I mean, I'm doing research on like how to actually play the game. I'm not just buying the cards to buy the cards. But opening the decks, it literally throwing me down like memory lane of episode. Like, oh, I remember this arc. I remember this character. I remember when this happened. So like, just go opening the packs alone is bring me a lot of enjoyment to the point where it's on my background TV right now for noise.
There you go. That's
perfect.
There you go.
How old are those cards? Like when do one of those boxes come out? Are those?
So these boxes in particular are the newer years. I think they came out in like 2003, 2012, but I think the card game in general is only in the US about like 2 years old, maybe. I'm not 100% sure.
So
I know it's in France and Japan.
Fairly new.
But it's definitely new to the point where I can't find it in any like local stores. Yeah. I'm gonna have to start going to card shops to probably find them.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, that's before we peace out of here too, I do want to say actually one of my favorite interactions was on Sunday morning when we were still kind of walking around. Some of the guys from Reno 911 were there. Thomas Lennon and I'm not gonna remember the other guy's name.
Yeah.
But they came out in character. They had the whole he came out in the short shorts with the cowboy boots.
Yeah, with the boots.
They were like interacting with people walking by. They were arresting people.
That's
it was
funny.
so funny. It was
I
awesome.
saw a picture of them laying across this. Some guy was laying across both of their arms.
Yeah, they went all out, and I happened to walk by at the right time where Thomas Lennon was literally like he was like out of his booth like stretching like awkwardly like with his ass out, and I was like I just commented I was like pulling those boots off along with those shorts like joking around, and he like came up he gave me like a side hug. He's like yeah I'm like big fan man, I love all your work everything. He's like yeah thank you man, appreciate it. He's like want a picture? I was like I'm actually going to meet my buddy. He's like all right well don't make him wait, get the fuck out of here, go.
It's funny you say that because the line for Christopher Lloyd or not Christopher Lloyd, I'm sorry, Michael J. Fox they were very strict, very serious. Like once you got to a certain point, no phones. Like they made it abundantly clear if they saw your phone, you might have gotten tackled, like some Spirit Airlines shit. Those two guys came like in that section and just started busting like just arresting people, you know, just like, all right, you know, you're not supposed to be here, like in character to T. It was just perfect. It added like some comedy to the feeling that was a little dry and like get in line and push type feeling. So it was nice getting to see that.
Hours, that'll happen.
I don't remember how long I was in that line. I gotta say the people in the line were very great, but
yeah.
Meeting like that was a nice environment at least.
Yeah, Murph, we talked all about it. We showed off your amazing pieces as well. Also, just a note. I know we're running over a little bit. Just in general, a note for everyone, whether you think so or not. If you're going to a con, a little deodorant, a little perfume, a little cologne, maybe some Febreze, whatever you have.
A shower.
Me and Chimo were gonna puke.
Car freshener.
I felt bad because there was a guy. I'm not going to say what line he was in front of us at, but he was a very nice man. But I felt so bad because me and Jesse literally almost gagged and vomited, and it sucked. But you know, little perfume, guys, little cologne, little Febreze, something on the clothes. You know,
trying to smell Noah.
Yeah, Noah smells good. Noah smells good.
You got to keep the deodorant on you too.
Yeah,
bring it with you because it gets hot. It gets hot.
It does. Yeah, a little tip in there, just a heads up.
Deodorant in your con bag if you got it. All right.
Yeah, that should be everyone's like.
Everybody throw it in there.
That's
maybe we should Chin.
Yeah.
Chin, maybe we should give those out at the next Terrificon. We'll give out little
deodorants.
Oh my God.
You know, and
little travel size ones.
You know, and I feel bad because
little travel. What
you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a rough little wait because I felt bad because he was a super nice man. But
he was.
It's funny you say it because there was a couple of areas where I walked by. I was like, oh.
I mean, it happens. Every con I've ever been to, you get the drive by. But if you're in line with someone and you're sitting there in it, it was a
that is hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
very hard.
We're like right on top of each other too.
Yeah.
Because they're like squeezing. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh my God, no.
But
they want hugging that guy.
Overall, it was a great time hanging. It was a fun time.
It was awesome.
The con itself, very poorly organized. You know, do better. Alter reality, but it was a fun time. It was cool. Got to meet a lot of cool people. We got to hang out. Ran into some people from the community, which was awesome. So it was fun. I'm glad we went.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most definitely.
It was a good weekend.
Literally, you only go there for the people. That's it. It's all the artists, the vendors, and the actors.
Yeah. I mean that's why you kind of go to any con. Yeah. But it's not a Comic-Con. If you're going for comics,
good for books, good luck.
Don't waste it. There was a couple.
Definitely a decent. There was a handful of vendors, but they're very spread out throughout the entire.
Yeah, it's not organized.
Yeah, they definitely. You got to hunt for it.
Yeah.
You wonder if because there weren't that many vendors, how well they did. You know, you wonder.
I think it's one of those
fans to that they were able to sell some good stuff.
I talked to a couple of them, and they said it usually is a benefit, which is cool. I get that, but also I think it depends on the vendor because there was one or two of the guys that I was like, "Are you just here to show these?" I mean, you get it at every con, but it looked like he was just trying to show the books off. It's like that is a ridiculous price, sir. But thank you. But then you get great booths like Pleasant View was great. Re-Up was cutting deals like crazy. So like there were some good vendors, but the artist is always great and. you go to that show to, meet some voice actors and celebrities and stuff, which is great. And we knew that going in. So that wasn't like a disappointment at all. We knew what we were going into. Just the organization this year was a shit show and poorly done. And I feel bad for all the volunteers, but they made it work.
Yeah, definitely. I would definitely go back for, again, the
right lineup.
Yeah, the lineup, but for comic book buying, it's definitely not the show.
Save your money for Terrificon. Save your money for in like 2 weeks. There's a little 2 weeks from now, right there.
Yeah, we got CliffCon DoubleTree. Can't wait for that. I gotta say,
that's a good.
I'm excited for that.
November 24th, DoubleTree in Bristol, Connecticut. We'll all be there. We'll have our table set up. Please come by, say hello, come hang out. You could be like Noah. You could be the next broke boy.
That would be my 1 year anniversary going to that show. Yep. That's the first show I ever went to, and I met Chinmo, and he hooked me. So
there
we go.
I lured him into our white van, and he's all ours now.
Free comic books.
I'm checking my dollar bins in my van.
But another show you should really start planning for right now is this right here.
Oh, yes.
May 17th.
Write that down on the calendars right there.
May 17th, 3 MIB Comic Swap. It's going to be at the Angry Hair again in Newington, Connecticut. We're going to have the after party going. We got the food trucks. We're going to have the bar. We're going to have amazing vendors as always. We're going to be doing giveaways all day long. Amazing raffle. We got the after party. Come hang out. We're going to have some hotels set up for people if need be. This is probably my favorite day of the year because it's so much fun hanging with everybody. If you want to come for a good time with amazing vendors selling awesome books, come on by.
If you're looking for comic books, this is the spot to be.
Yeah, absolutely. And this was the show where I really got into the group and really met everyone and got into the community. And this is what inspired me to do Instagram and YouTube and everything. So
that's why you came to the after party. You were rocking that karaoke.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Everyone should be going to that after party. It was mostly the vendors, which is what I thought was cool. I'm like, I'm hanging out with all these, comic book sellers, but it's not really like that's how my mindset was at the time.
Terry, the answer is yes, my friend. Come on
yes,
up, come hang
Terry,
out with all
come
of us.
to the swap
Because
easy. That's an easy
even like
answer.
Noah just said, like the vendors, we have like 2 or 3 like people that actually own stores and stuff. But other than that, it's guys like Noah, Rob, Jesse, me, Dave. We do it as a hobby. We got a guy that comes every year that just kind of cleans out his PC kind of thing. Like found this in the attic. It's a nice eclectic group. This guy right here sets up.
Yeah.
Amazing Murphy. You want some
Spidey
books?
As long as I can get a table or a half a table, that'll be my first show.
We'll get you in there. We'll get you in there. But there is, I believe Otto opened up the sponsorships and stuff. So we're going to be doing a lot of cool promotion and stuff like that. So hit us up on the Instagram page, 3 Men in the Basement. We can actually get you a hotel and stuff like that too. So, but really quick around the table, Dave the brother, I appreciate you coming to hang out with us, talking about all this nonsense that we went through last weekend.
Yeah, no, this was fun. Get to hang out and hear the stories of this Rhode Island. I was contemplating going, it just didn't work out. But I'll tell you, I mean, it's kind of. I wouldn't say you guys are selling it on me.
It's
an experience.
But if I'm hanging out with you guys, I mean,
that's what made it.
That is what made it.
Because it sounds like you guys had some hiccups here and there, but just hanging and sharing.
That was the best part.
We got through it together. We got through the hiccups together.
Yeah, I was. You know what? I will say this is. That's the part I love. It's not my favorite show of the year, but it's definitely not the worst show I've ever been to. But it's they keep going down that road. But it's a fun time, especially if you're going with friends. On Friday.
Granite State or Rhode Island? Which one was worse?
Let's not talk about that. I don't.
We can say that for another video.
Let's keep both were horribly organized. Let's put it that way. If you're running a con, organize it. Just that's it. It's not that hard. Or organize it better than what
they've been doing it long enough. You just learn. I mean, even what we do with the swap. I mean, every time we're like, all right, we got to fix this, or this can be a little bit better, or this worked great. So let's, you kind of learn as you do it. That
a lot of I will say
you'd expect it to get better.
last year, like it was pleasantly surprised and like it was organized better and they spaced things out better. But this year they're like, hey, we make
Right
more
out the
money
window.
on photo ops and stuff. Let's cram everybody down there and leave this for more of that. And so that I'm gonna say was a little bit more of a money grab. At least that's what it
I
seemed
mean,
like.
shoot, they had the dog from the Deadpool movie there taking photos and giving out autographs.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was cool. Yeah, he put his
Yep.
paw print on Funko
Would he
Pops.
lick your he'd lick your paper for as your
I spent my money elsewhere.
I was wondering where you were going with that sentence, Dave. I was like, oh geez.
At the end of the video, nobody's here.
I wasn't sure either.
Yeah. But Jesse, appreciate you coming on, man. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, of course, brother. I appreciate it. It was a fun night. Rhode Island was awesome, you know.
Good weekend with the boys.
Great weekend, you know. Thank you all for tuning in, and yeah, till the next one, without a doubt.
Yeah, and then Rob again, you know.
Yes.
Been on before. Appreciate you coming back on, man.
Of course, I always appreciate the invite. Thank you for everyone that showed up today. You know what I mean? It was a great time at Rhode Island. Yes and no, you know. But if the cast is right, we'll be back again. If not, then I'll save my money and we'll go elsewhere. But other than that, it was more this a time for with the friends. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for you guys being there, if I had to go there by myself to meet the cast, I'd have been fucking miserable.
It's not fun by
Let
yourself.
me tell you.
Like
I
dinner.
would not be able to do that by myself.
Yeah, dinner after was like the best part. Like hanging out, just grabbing food.
Thank you, Chinmo, dude, because even last year for our first time there, you knew exactly where we should go. You were on point.
Yes, that's true. You made us skip 2 lines.
Yeah. This person. Oh, they're kind of big. They'll be in the ice rink. Oh, that person will be here. Artist will be there. I'm like, all right, perfect.
Stop it. You know, you get the lay of the land. We go. We made it work though. We made it work all around.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
It worked out. Terry, appreciate that, my friend. Thank you. And then Noah, first time on. I'm upset it took it this long to get you on here. I'm upset with ourselves, so I'm happy you were able to get on here. Definitely gonna have all you guys back at some point. But what you think? First Rhode Island, first time on here. What you think?
Oh yeah, no, you know, being with you guys at any show is obviously a great time. You know, this stream is super fun. Again, thank you everyone who showed up. Make sure to hit the like button on the way out. Again, you know, go back to Rhode Island if they have a great lineup. Other than that, you know, comic books. We, you know, some of us all got pretty much a couple comic books, but it wasn't like a huge haul like sometimes some of us get. But yeah, no, it was a fun weekend, a good time with friends and you know, having a fun time at a con. So, you know, it made it worth it 100%.
Well said. Well said.
Yeah.
And yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for us. Remember, comment down below the best and or worst con you've ever been to for a chance to win signed book by Fabian Izenza along with the cool Deadpool card signed by him. We'll give this away next stream. I'll go through the comments, pick my favorite one kind of thing. But yeah, that's gonna do it for us. You're gonna again 2 weeks, CliffCon, Bristol, Connecticut.
Can't wait.
Yeah,
we'll be there hanging out. Come hang out.
We'll all be there, right? So
we'll all be there.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah,
most definitely.
May 17th. Start planning now.
Already on the calendar. Told my boss I ain't gonna be there.
Get those airplane tickets, Terry.
Yeah, it's worth it. Take the drive, take the plane. It's worth it. It's a fun time. It's love. It's the best hangout of the year. But yeah,
I'm gonna drink with us afterwards.
Exactly. Get drinks with us during.
That's true. That's it. Drink over there. Let's go.
The bar, so.
The party don't.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. It's 5 o'clock always at the swap.
Yeah, but appreciate everybody for tuning in. Thank you guys very much. It was awesome hanging out with everybody. Dave, it was great having you on here with us. So appreciate it.
Thank you, Dave.
And that's gonna do it for us. So thanks everybody and good night.
Take care.
Good night, Canada.
There it is, Dave.
Good night, guys.
Peace out.
Bye.
I love it. Here's the